All right, y'all. So this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while in relation to Bruce Drop 'em Off. And we got this video here from Slackin' that says Bruce Drop 'em Off was right all along. So we just about to go ahead and get into it. And I really just want to start a dialogue with anybody else that's kind of like in the same realm, because I've been feeling this way for a long time. So let's go ahead and see what my guy Slackin' got to say. I'm gonna link the original video. Let's go.
View buying. Everybody in the streaming industry, stop view buying, bro. Stop trying to make yourselves seem bigger than what y'all is, bro. Just work for that game.
It's really starting to look like Bruce Drop 'em Off was right.
He been right. Yo, if y'all go check my live channel and my plug channel, which this should be posted on the plug or the live, y'all go see. I had said that in multiple videos that Bruce was right. Like, at the time, I never said Bruce was wrong. I said he was wrong for the Kai shit, but like, I always felt like the meaning behind where he was coming from was out of passion for streamers and for small and up-and-coming content creators. Bruce is one of the only streamers that I watch that would actually care about the next upcoming generation. Be like, hey, y'all see what these people doing over here? They pushing these OnlyFans models, they view botting, they pushing this crypto gambling, and everybody wanted to just paint it as Bruce being a hater. But he was right because he was seeing it. That's why me as an up-and-coming content creator, I listened to Bruce because I had seen the same thing. I looked at some people numbers like, I'm not everybody, but certain people like, I wonder if there is any bots boosting certain people. So let's go ahead and hear out what Slackin' got to say.
It's really starting to look like Bruce Drop 'em Off was right this entire time. So about a year ago or so, a huge portion of the internet would completely turn their back on Bruce. Now, to be fair, it definitely seemed reasonable at the time to not really like Bruce, as every single time he would turn on the stream, it seemed like he would have a drug-induced crash out that would cause him to completely act a fool on camera.
Bro, you can't compare me with money, bro. You can't compare me with money.
Yo, are we gonna talk about how this whole situation with your rage in this call, how Rage really just sat there and instigated? Like, Rage don't get enough flack for being a messy ass nigga. I'm gonna keep it about, and I pretty much, Rage was the first streamer who I started watching outside of Dante. So like, I got a lot of respect for bro. His story arc is crazy, but respectfully, this nigga be able to drama farm and just sit back and like watch shit play out. Do y'all be seeing that too? Is it just me?
Bro. I can't compare with you with money.
They knew what this shit was gonna turn into, and they just got the farm views off. Cause it's like, what purpose did Rage serve in the call? He ain't moderate shit. He just wanted to get the clip and the views. Yo, this shit was so funny to this day. To this day.
This lame, bro. You shouldn't even add me to this, bro. This nigga's.
And looking back on this, these were definitely drug-induced crash outs. Nothing has changed there. But little did we know at the time, Bruce was just trying to warn us about the future of streaming, because he seemed to know exactly where it was headed.
Started streaming less.
Yes, this is the video. I watched this. He dropped a vlog because he has his other channel. I'm not gonna lie, I like him doing the other content. I really wish Bruce would come back to streaming. I'm not gonna lie, because he's one of the realest ones. Like, I don't agree with everything he did and said, but like, to me, he's one of the most authentic streamers, like, out of this new batch of people I found when I found Your Rage, Kai, all that. Like, he's one of the few that would keep it real. And it's like, niggas don't like people that keep it real.
And the game started getting bought. When I started seeing that, it pushed me away from streaming. It kind of made the game got twisted, bro. It's kind of like people are working or streaming for the wrong things. It's not because they want to build a community, it's because they want money.
So the initial hate on Bruce really started almost 2 years ago now, back in October of 2023, when there were some messages that were leaked of Bruce talking behind the backs of Lil Yachty, Kai Cenat, and Your Rage.
The nigga sent me an essay, my nigga, apologizing. Then after I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I really didn't expect that from you, and I appreciate you. And whatever you need, I'm here. I'll be cool. There was never no beef and shit. He says that, Ben still goes into a DM and say that, bro.
And if you didn't know,
that's messy. Yeah. I feel like Bruce messed up when he sat there and had those combos on the record with randoms who are dick riders, because you gotta remember, if niggas will dick ride you because you're up, they'll dick ride another nigga when he's more up than you. You feel me? You gotta be thinking ahead of that type of shit. And I think bro got too comfortable with his mods and his people and like forgot how slimy niggas are. Like, that's the type of shit you gotta have combos offline you know, with certain people, you feel me?
BruceDropEmOff, Kai Cenat, and
If I was talking shit about another creator in space and I didn't want to get out, I definitely would not be sending no DMs that could be screenshotted.
Your Rage used to be really close, and they actually streamed together very often. I believe they called it Boys Night, and these streams were
Those streams
insanely
were
popular.
crazy.
Even the re-uploads over on YouTube, a lot of the times were gaining millions and millions of views. So obviously when these messages came out of Bruce talking shit behind their backs, it was a huge deal, and the fan bases of both Kai Cenat and Your Rage would immediately turn their backs on Bruce. Now admittedly, looking back on it, the messages themselves weren't that bad, but the situation was, because Bruce was basically pretending to be buddy-buddy with Kai Cenat and Your Rage, while he was secretly talking shit behind their backs to his top mods.
Yo, what was the messages again?
Which is obviously some hoe behavior. And after Kai Cenat and Your Rage would come on stream and talk about how pathetic this was on Bruce's part,
Bruce got exposed, bro. Bruce DropEmOff for some reason trusted his mods, niggas he never met in his life, but like pillow talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I don't know why. Never met these niggas in their life. Like, I don't condone no leaking shit. Like, what the f did you expect? That shit was just bound to happen, man.
like I said, a lot of people would turn their backs on Bruce, and although after this situation, Bruce would start to be painfully honest about the streaming community and start calling out everybody on their bullshit because of this situation, a lot of people would just kind of ignore him. But little did we know,
He was spitting the whole time.
at the time, Bruce was gonna start slowly exposing everything he knows about the streaming game. A few months later, Bruce would actually expose Kai Cenat for pretending to like Adin Ross, when in reality, he didn't.
Every time Aiden
What? Hold on, I don't know if I remember this one.
name come up, they do some little malicious shit with their face, bro. That's not being friends, bro.
And now look, him and Aiden ain't be cool no more.
Now, at the time of Bruce saying this, Adin Ross and Kai Cenat were actually pretty close.
Damn. And now look, Speed and Kai don't even mess with Aiden no more, which rightfully so. Hey, you know what's crazy? I always said, how does Aiden not realize that all the people around him that he collab with are just using him until they could get up? I don't, to me that shit was so obvious. I don't know. Did any of y'all peep that shit earlier too? Like, for me, it always felt like the WNL community, which he's in there, but let's just say the black people in WL, it always felt like they wanted to strategically stay close to him because they knew he had all the connections. It's damn near like Aiden was damn near the gatekeeper of this streaming shit when you really think about it.
Is it, bro? Is it Michael Jordan? All right, close it. Open, yeah.
See, because look, this is how fake and conniving niggas are, right? In this entertainment industry in general, but especially like in the entertainment industry and shit like that. Niggas will dead do the little things, right? Like the little sentimental things to make sure they stay close so you think they really fuck with you, right? Instead of Kai and him just being on stream together, right? We're doing a collab on Discord, E-Date, whatever. Kai's gonna make sure, hey, I'm gonna show up to the little things like his birthday so he feels special because I know he really fuck with me. Okay, I'm gonna show up to this little thing here. Like, people be so smart and strategic with how to make you feel like they really fuck with you just so they can get enough out of you. Now, is Kai wrong? That's a whole separate thing. I don't think he's necessarily wrong because the way that Aiden uses people in his content, I don't blame any creator, especially black creators, for getting everything they can out of him and dipping, because his whole shtick is emasculating and humiliating niggas, especially black men. And then you look at how his community acts, how crazy they are. They'll dox niggas, they'll harass niggas, they'll harass people connected to the person, like, and then be racist on top of that. It's like, you kind of deserve it, because look at how Aiden objectified and just used niggas as stepping stones. Just saying.
What the fuck?
And Aiden is a dick rider. That's the other thing why Aiden be getting in these bad friendships, because he's a glazer. He wants everybody to like him. So he be so desperate.
And they were actually making content together fairly consistently.
Yeah. Yep, they used to do this shit all the time. Yo, that shit feel like a whole nother lifetime ago, bro. Kai's slowly been dissing himself.
It's my first time doing NDA. I
For a
put
minute.
time out of this, trust me. How long have you guys been doing the NDAs for?
It's good. There's too many weirdos. You have to.
But this was also around the time that Aiden Ross would get permanently banned off of Twitch. And although at the
yeah,
time
with
of
the
me recording
kid.
this video, Aiden Ross is now unbanned on Twitch, this ban would last around 2 years. And we really didn't know this at the time, but apparently after getting banned on Twitch, Kai Cenat would essentially completely ghost Aiden Ross.
I hit him up.
His manager type shit.
That's nuts. Cause I remember when Aiden texted Kai and was like, yo, could you say something about this? This is unfair. How her son get unbanned after one day for saying somebody should be killed, and I didn't get unbanned. And this nigga Kai didn't even reply to Aiden.
What he supposed to say to that? He don't got time to babysit your emotions. This man got his own shit going on. What exactly is he supposed to say? Like,
Yo, that was nuts. The only people that tweeted something out was FaZe chat.
And he would instead start to collab with a lot of the same people that Aiden Ross was collabing with, and he would completely take over as the number one
like Uzi and shit.
most subscribed streamer over on Twitch. And it wouldn't be until Aiden Ross was actually unbanned on Twitch 2 years later that him and all of the people around him would start to call out Kai Cenat for ghosting him over the past 2 years. But of course, Kai Cenat would come on stream and he would consistently claim otherwise.
On Aiden,
Right?
like,
True.
4 times a week.
I remember that.
Or like 3 times a week. I try to take him on like 3 times a week to make sure that he's fine and shit like that. But yeah, bro, you gotta understand, bro. I ain't gonna lie. As long as he come back valid, he gonna be good, bro. You feel me? There's a lot going on. As long as he come back valid, he gonna be straight.
Eventually, all of this would come to a boiling point when Aiden Ross's community would go into Kai Cenat's stream and start spamming "Aiden Ross is calling you."
Stop Phantom from shooting, because when Phantom gets hot, he gets hot. So as long as Phantom's not open shooting, we're good, bro.
Oh my God!
Just stretch it.
Yo, that's crazy. They never set up the AMP versus FaZe basketball shit. That definitely ain't. I mean, if it happens without Max, it's just not gonna be as entertaining as that. Simple. Like, no glazes. He the best nigga. So adapt decent too.
Stretch it out.
Listen, bro. Clog the paint, because Chris can't shoot a jump shot, and help me with Duke fucking blows past me, gang. All right, bro.
Alright, what we doing with the art, bro?
And Kai would do his best to ignore this, but you could tell by his reaction, he definitely could see the chat. And this would cause Kai Cenat to eventually come out and explain exactly why he stopped talking to Aiden Ross.
As a nigga of color hop onto the stream, it's straight water.
But here's my thing though about Kai. The shit he brought up about Aiden, which y'all gonna hear if y'all haven't heard this clip. That shit didn't just start happening. So if you didn't fuck with that, why didn't you say it earlier? You see what I mean about niggas wanting to strategically stay close until they're separated enough? That's the part that I think some hoe ass shit, personally.
Melanin gorillas, nigga.
Now, whether or not you think
Because those
Kai
are valid,
Cenat
because what he said is valid, but it's like the way he played it out though.
is right or wrong in this situation doesn't really matter. The honest truth is, all of these streamers are fake as fuck, and none of them actually like each other. The streaming community is full of some of the fakest, most egotistical people I've ever seen in my entire life. And when the situation initially happened a few months ago, I don't think anybody even realized that Bruce actually called this out a whole 2 years before it actually happened. And that would certainly not be the last time that Bruce would do this. And although the things he would call out would progressively get crazier, he would continue to be right. So last summer, Bruce would be streaming when he would randomly crash out on Lacey and the rest of the FaZe guys.
I remember that.
Nigga, you think I give a fuck if Lacey is live? Nigga, fuck that fat white ass nigga. You think I give a fuck? Fuck, nigga, fuck FaZe.
Now look,
that nigga was off the perks or off the coke or something.
Looking back on this stream after everything that's happened over the past year, this crash out was absolutely valid and honestly hilarious.
Yeah, but the thing is, didn't he say that Ron and Lacey was trying to get him to eat watermelon fried chicken? Or collab?
Oh, shit. And the shortest nigga going down first. I swear to God, the shortest nigga going down. Who can't fight? Who can't fight? The shortest nigga going down first. The shortest nigga going down first? And who the shortest? Name him. Who the...
So this nigga there was crashing.
Son.
I missed the Bruce crash out. Oh, he's talking about Max. Yo, he was crazy.
God, let's really talk about it. Oh my God. Now let's not even talk about Mr.
Oh, he talk about. Oh, he was talking about FaZe Banks when he did that shit where he gripped Silky ass.
Who I'm talking about, Chad? Who I'm talking about?
I'm dead.
Who I'm talking about?
Oh, Yo, didn't Max do that on that stream with Jason where he pushed his head down while they was in the green screen to make it look like he was gawking? Damn, I didn't realize how many subliminals. Like I realized the son, he was like Max, because he was saying Max was his son type shit, I think. And he the short one. I think the shortest one.
Talking about. And then look. Who I'm talking about?
This nigga's funny.
Oh, freaky. Yeah, y'all nigga freaky.
But it would be what Bruce said after the FaZe Banks call that we all probably should have listened to a little bit more. Because after Banks was done crying on the phone to Bruce.
What?
Yo, just know I'm smacking the shit.
What? Okay. Oh.
And fucking your bitch.
For real?
But I'm gonna take one for the You're a pussy. Watch. I'm gonna make an example out of you. You're a little bitch. You're a frail little bitch. You ain't about it.
We
both know that I'm fucking your girl first thing tonight, tomorrow. So somebody link me this bitch's at. Peace out. You fucked up, homie.
That's the worst, like, clap.
You done? You just embarrassed your whole team, twin.
He would say this.
And just wait until y'all see that crypto shit that they up to, twin. They got something cooking, twin. That's why all these niggas trying to, hey, bro, I ain't gonna say too much. I'ma just laugh for right now, bro, because y'all don't get it. So I'ma just laugh.
Yo, I know Bruce watching all this shit unfold. Max leaving, Banks stepping down. I know he just laughing, trolling, like.
Bro, but just remember what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. Alright?
And for the most part, everybody would just kind of ignore Bruce when he said that, especially because bro was absolutely tweaking during the rest of that live stream. And after the Kai Cenat situation, Bruce just kind of seemed like an unreliable source of information. But little did we know, Bruce knew exactly what he was talking about. And almost exactly a year later, Banks would in fact get exposed for crypto scamming when Aiden Ross would call him out for rug pulling MLG coin.
Check MLG. Yeah, let's check it out. I actually have not been looking at MLG. Let's see what it's at. Brother, there is no way my MLG is down this much bread. This has got to be fake. I'm sorry. I don't believe this shit. I'm sorry. There is legit no way that my MLG coin is at 17 bands when I put 50K. Like, why the is it?
It was that bad. I thought it was like, I thought he lost like 10K or. Yo, that's even crazier.
My coin is I
put
paid
50
and it's at this.
I thought he put
And that's
like
when
10K.
everybody would find out that Banks has in fact been doing this for years. Now, I did actually make a video on the FaZe Banks scamming situation if you are interested in hearing more about that. But man, Bruce really did try to tell us about all of this well over a year ago, and nobody wanted to listen. Now, at the time, it definitely seemed reasonable not to listen to Bruce like I've said throughout the video, but this really just leaves me wondering, what other slimy shit are these people doing behind closed doors that all of them know about, but nobody's saying anything? But thankfully, Bruce is willing to tell us. And for a while now, Bruce has been talking about people view botting their streams.
And a lot of them niggas viewers ain't real. So stop view botting. Everybody in the streaming industry, stop view botting, bro.
Right, I think he said this when like niggas was watching his kick numbers and they're like, oh, he fell off, which obviously the views are gonna go down on kick. That's why they paid in the big contracts. But he did say that. I believed him when I had already thought it, but when Bruce said it, I was like, okay, maybe I'm not crazy. Because it's like you can't exactly prove it, but like I've seen it even on the smaller side of stream, which by the way, if y'all want to pull it to the stream, we're live on Twitch. Link in the comments and description. But like I've seen it on the smaller side of stream. So I know for a fact it had to be happening on the bigger level. I just didn't know who.
Like I'm talking to y'all niggas as streamers. Y'all niggas know who I'm talking to too, bro. Stop trying to make yourselves seem bigger than what y'all is, bro. Just work for that shit, gang.
And he said this pretty consistently for well over a year now.
The majority of I know, bro, niggas is using bots now to come up. So, and they're buying them. They're paying for them. View bots. They're real. I don't know how smart you niggas are, but if you really do the math, a lot of shit don't add up.
And without a doubt, a lot of people have known that these streamers are view botting for quite a while now, but you can just tell by the way Bruce says it. Not only does he know 100% that people are doing this, but it also seems like he knows people personally that are view botting, which is obviously interesting to think about, because the majority of people that Bruce knows that are streamers are top streamers in the game. And like I said, it's been pretty obvious for a while that these streamers are view botting. They've been getting exposed pretty badly over the past few days at the time of me recording this video. So Twitch recently came out with an update attempting to get rid of some of these view bots. And although it didn't get rid of all of them, because that's literally probably impossible, it definitely worked, as Twitch viewership is apparently down 24% in just the last week. And over the past couple of days, XQC has been on Twitter attempting to expose the view bots as best as he can. So a couple
Yeah, but Twitch, I don't know if he's gonna have this in here, but niggas ain't even know Twitch reversed the view bot detector. So the new shit they rolled out that hit everybody's channels that was buying, which we don't bite over here. We get this shit out the mud. So if you fuck with niggas who do this shit for real, got a real community, really, I like to connect with people. I like to have combos. I like, regardless if I agree or disagree, that's why I do content, you know, to connect with people that also got different perspectives on shit. So like, it's crazy when seeing everybody's numbers go down, but then they reversed it. And I think it's because it looks so bad. Like, I don't think they realized how many view bots was going to be on there. Because I feel like the reason Twitch did it was to kind of get ahead of any potential allegations down the line that blew up, so that they can make sure, hey, advertisers, because advertisers are paying for ads. And if the ads are getting shown to bots, those aren't real people, but they're still paying per view as if it's real people, right? So it's literally illegal and just fraudulent completely, right? So that would fall back on Twitch, because Twitch is the one selling the ads on all the channels. So they could potentially get sued, or have advertisers pull out and be like, yep, we're not putting ads on here because we can't trust it as real people watching it, right? If 1 out of 4 people is not a real person, and potentially more, could be 1 out of 3 people. It really could be a third of bots, possibly. You know, they could have protected certain channels from having their bots exposed. Who knows, right? So Twitch had to hurry up and reverse it, because if the numbers stayed down, it was going to look more suspicious. So to me, they're trying to put out the fire.
days ago, XQC would drop this thread over on Twitter. He says Twitch has cracked down on bots in the last 2 to 3.
Damn, okay. That dude crazy. I never saw the screenshot of XQC, but this dude crazy. Because I'm looking at the short hours like, huh, okay, that could factor in. But he did even less hours on this day and still had 19K. I'm not gonna lie. That's almost 2/3 less, y'all. That's not a small, like, yeah.
3 days, and view botters / victims of view botting have been exposed.
Dude, okay, because I know maybe speaking in factions don't make sense to some people. That's damn near 60% less views from this stream to this stream. That does look crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
Streamers that are part of groups / orgs are seemingly being botted much more heavily. I don't want to start witch hunts, but the data is interesting. Go see for yourself. And then down below, he would actually show a screenshot of someone's analytics. Now, apparently these were actually your Rage's analytics. Honestly, I don't really care about that. I've said a million times in my videos, I think all of the top streamers are view botting. Whether that's true or not, I'm not entirely sure, but that's what it looks like to me. And quite frankly, I don't think this screenshot was the best one that XQC could have picked to help prove his points, because if you actually look at it, there's only 2 streams in this screenshot that look significantly different than the others, and your Rage had a pretty good excuse for why that was the case. But XQC would continue and give his take on why view botting is so bad. I've been thinking, why orgs would bot so heavily? Then the answer seemed almost obvious. Talent agencies receive a percentage from ad streams their talent does. By inflating their streamers, they can sell massive ad packages in bulk and take in much higher sums. To put simply, fraud. This doesn't seem like a problem for most, but it's the silent killer. It kills the industry as a whole. It lowers discoverability for smaller streamers significantly,
which is horrible, because the discoverability on Twitch is already ass, and all other streaming platforms is even worse than Twitch.
and cuts down their income if they ever make it at all. So whether or not that
Facts.
specific screenshot that XQC chose to show is an actual example of view botting or not.
And the other part too, these people who are using view bots are stealing potential viewers from other upcoming creators who are doing it organically, right? Not even on no bitter shit. Like, just like when you really think about it, right? Because the way Twitch works, like, I don't know how many of y'all like actually pull up Twitch, but like I'm pulling it up just so I can show y'all. It works like when you're browsing, it got the most viewed people at the top. You know? Shout out to my man's Deranged Don trying it, Ian and on the spectrum. That's the game. But yeah, you see how like mostly it's the higher viewers. And I have mine set to recommended for you. Usually it's automatically on this, like high to low, right? So think about it. If look at how far you have to scroll down in order to get to like anyone that's actually coming up. So it makes sense to buy, right? Not morally, but like business wise, because Twitch it's gonna let the people at the top keep getting more views. So if you're stealing views, like if you're botting views and you're pushing yourself higher, you're stealing potential viewers from the person that would have been right after you, right? So say if this person, look at the gap, right? Okay, it was thousands and now we're in the hundreds, right? So let's say somebody bought their shit to 300. You're gonna have someone way more likely to run into your shit on the first 3 scrolls, right? So if you bot yourself to where you within the first few lines, right? You're gonna be able to pull in all the viewers that other people can't, right? If you're able to bot your shit and get partner, which you got to average 75 views, then you can potentially get put on the front page as a partner, because that's a partner exclusive thing. You get put on the front page of Twitch. Everybody that comes on Twitch is seeing you, and that shit could literally change your career. Like, literally. Like, because you have one day, one time slot to be able to make the most out of it and be able to have thousands of viewers. You could maybe average 75 or 100 or 150, right? You get your spotlight on there. You got 2, 3, 4, 5,000. That's your chance to make an impression. So you see what I'm saying? Where like niggas that bot to partner is able to open themselves up to that. So let's go back to what bro was saying.
The truth is, they're 100% real, and the streamers that are using them are slowly killing the streaming industry, and they don't even realize it. Now, when XQC made this post, it really caused the—
Hey, and look, some of them, I do think their organization is botting them. You know, like some people, I think they're straight up doing it. Like DDG, I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think he's botting. He has real motion in there, but I feel like this nigga definitely strategically bots his shit for certain events. Cause that excuse he gave of like, oh, I spent all this money on this love show, why would I pay for bots? Nigga, that is precisely why you'll pay for bots. What are we saying? Like, that's literally why. So you can make sure you get your ROI, you get your return on your investment.
Stir in the streaming community. That first post that I showed you has over 5 million impressions on Twitter alone, and it wouldn't take long for people to find out that the screenshot that XQC posted was in fact Eurageous. But like I said, he had a pretty solid—
Yo, I wonder if Twitch is mad at XQC for blowing that shit up. I wonder.
Excuse for why his numbers looked like that for 2 streams. But your rage would also say this.
I can't say names, but there's literally a streamer right now
there you go.
that literally told me, I'm not gonna say his name because he can come out and say it when he wants to say it. He's probably gonna say it soon, that he's being botted. Yet he didn't get hit. He's a top streamer that has been being botted for months, and he's not hit. And I'm getting hated on. And that body probably live right now with 30,000 in there right now. Which also led to him showing me DMs of the person that gives him the bots working with a streamer that's whatever. I'm losing track. I'm getting off topic. I'm getting off fucking topic.
Now, he did specifically say that this person is being view botted, not that they're actually view botting themselves. Now, whether that's true or not doesn't really matter. What matters is the fact that you're—
hey, or maybe they just told him that they're being view botted, but they're really doing it themselves, but they're just trying to build the excuse in.
View botting is 100% real, which let me know if I'm wrong. I feel like nobody has said anything about this before, despite the fact that it's been going on for years. Like, for some reason, after view botting got
cause as soon as they bring it up, now everybody's motion really in question. I always tell people, there's a way to tell who really got got motion, and it's through the engagement, right? Because I don't look at just views or followers, how many followers someone got, or how many subs. I look at the engagement. How engaged is their comments? Do they have an active Discord? When they live stream, are there people that they actually talk with? Do they know? Do they have a network of people that they know? Shit like that. Like, do people buy stuff from them? Do they have merch that actually sells? Do they make music and it actually gets plays from the people that follow? It's so many things you look at. And then for me, like, I'll look at the ratio of like how many followers somebody has to like the amount of views they're getting, right? Because like once you're at a certain level, like when you're small and upcoming, the numbers can be a little more uneven and fluctuate. But once you start getting to like 5K subs, 10K, 50K, 100K, 500K, million, once you're up there, it's real easy to tell who don't got motion. Because if you got 100K subs and your video's getting 100 views, or if niggas is faking shit, right? Say on stream, if you have like 100 people in your stream but nobody's typing, like, it is a lot of lurkers. People don't realize most people in chat are lurkers. And lurkers are just people who's watching, who have it in the background and stuff. Most people are not active chatters, but it should be relatively proportional. Like, there are factors like what time of day or night it is, right? Because most people are working 9 to 5s and they're gonna be up during the day, and like wee hours of the night, like the closer you get to midnight, then like that whole AM, like 1 to 5, 6 a.m., a lot of people aren't up. So yeah, it makes sense for at night the numbers to go down a little bit. And there's certain days of the week that people are more active on Twitch than others. Like, you can actually go into the analytics on Twitch and see that there's certain days where the viewership for certain categories is just low because a lot of people aren't on. So there's a lot of factors there, but usually the numbers should kind of proportionally match up.
Everybody's a fucking victim all of a sudden. Clearly these people
like, okay, I'll say on IG too, because I see a lot of artists, because I do a lot of content like song words, 30-minute song challenges, shit like that with artists. I see a lot of them have like, okay, I saw this one nigga, 18K followers on IG, but you got 25 likes in one comment. Bought it. Fake follows. Went through his followers. It's a bunch of overseas Indian accounts, random accounts.
Have known about this for years. Just nobody said anything until they had to, so they could clear their own name. Stable Ronaldo also came out to talk about the view botting allegations that he was getting, and he also admitted that he had prior management that actually offered to view bot him as well.
I could have botted my way here, and I will be honest with you, bots were a thing for years, by the way. For people who think that there isn't bots for years, I've had old management, yes, old management that people don't even know about, who were like, yo, Ron, if you go to Kick right now, we will bot your numbers on Twitch so you can get a stake deal, so that when you go to Kick, we'll also bot your numbers and we get a %. That's what I was told. I'm exposing it right.
So that's now the second confirmation that we have that view botting is real after years of nobody.
I saw the clip where he mentioned it, but I didn't see that extended one. That's crazy.
Saying anything about it. Of course, except for Bruce. Bruce is literally the only one that's been trying to tell us for years that these people are botting, scamming, lying, and manipulating you. And for the most part, nobody wanted to listen to him. I certainly wasn't. I can admit that, but I am now.
Yeah, it's gonna make you money, yeah. Like, if you do that shit and you keep doing it, it's just catering to that shit is the easiest thing ever in the world, man. Easiest shit ever in the world. You know how easy it is to put bitches in front of niggas' faces and act like y'all dating or whatever the case may be. I've never shown y'all that.
And the truth is, Bruce just might have been a little bit too real for the internet, at least for the streaming community. That's full of nothing but fake people that will do absolutely anything to get to the top of the streaming game and make millions and millions of dollars. Because at this point, that's what's on the line here. But with all that being said, that right there is where I think I'm going to end this video. I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section.
W slacking, y'all go check out the original video over there. I'm not gonna lie, yo, the state of the world really calling anything a crash out, right? Drug induced sounds disrespectful as fuck. That's how he is. Oh, he was definitely on drugs though. I get what they saying, but he was definitely on drugs. He don't know Bruce. Drug induced crash out. I don't feel like it was a drug induced crash out. I think it was a valid crash out. But I do think he was on drugs at the same time. But I do understand how people have a problem with that. People really call minor inconveniences a crash out. That's why I hate when TikTok gets a hold of words. Drug and abuse. Oh wow, they don't have to ask about that. All the streamers buy and trying to use each other, blame each other. Damn, they all talking about the drug. The fuck? Drug induced channel. Oh wow. Damn, that's all they talk about. God damn, your lingo corny as fuck. Okay. Alright. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like I said, we're live on Twitch. Drop a follow to the Twitch. Let me know you came from YouTube. Y'all can give me video suggestions, music suggestions. We gonna have hella events. We already have a lot. So make sure y'all go sub to the live channel. Cause I'm not gonna lie, we got some crazy content, some crazy 30-minute song challenges. We got a 30-minute song challenge coming out, where me and MLB Carey did a 30-minute song challenge where chat got to pick what the category was, and it landed on Ice JJ Fish. So chat gave us hella options. I put them on the spinny willy willy, spun it, and it landed on Ice JJ Fish. So we literally had to get on an Ice JJ Fish type beat. So that's gonna be a fire video. Super excited to let y'all see that. So go sub to the main channel. That's gonna be right here in the middle. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.